We're up and running?
Yep.
Okay.
I wanted to make a motion to reconsider the bonus that we voted on in the last meeting.
Okay, all in favor? And opposed?
And did you want to put on the record your vote from last time?
Yes, I'm rescinding my vote to no.
All right, we got all that?
Technically, there's not a way to do that. If you were gonna change your vote, you have to do it in the same meeting right after.
No, you don't.
Okay, I read it, so.
I did too.
But I can put it in the minutes that.
Any way you need to get it in there, please. Thank you.
Okay, other business.
Cousin.
I said something I'd like to discuss. I'm driving to the town, all of our Christmas lights are like burning out, and bulbs are missing. I don't know, they look cheap. I would like for.
They weren't cheap when we bought them.
Well, I kind of like the town
Yeah,
to possibly look into new fixtures for us in the future. Maybe it's something we can talk about for the budget year next year and put it in the budget to purchase some. I think we can do better than what we got. It just don't look good, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, I noticed some of them too.
Can they be repaired?
We could use extra $7,500 to do that.
The issue with current ones is they're not LED, they're incandescent. And the issue that we keep hearing from both staff, Marv, maintenance, and from strategic goal is that the incandescent ones are just weak. They pop. They recommend going to the LED. The LED bulbs have a plastic cover, and so they don't have the same issues.
Okay.
So that was
It lasts a lot longer.
Everybody's going to LED, they run cooler.
it's going to be a little bit expensive to replace them all with LEDs, but you're looking at about $600-700 a lot. I think we talked about it at one of the previous budget retreats, but it chose to wait until we seen what the part came in at. But if that's something we want to
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to try to replace them all at one time, but I'd like to at least get started on it. Because there's some of them that's over half out, I think.
I was noticing that tonight too. But the LED lights, would there be any issue with how bright they are? I guess because they're so high, it wouldn't be as bad, but I know some of the cars that have those, they blind me.
We currently have LED on Main Avenue West. I
Okay.
believe.
I guess
On
it's
that.
not bothering me now.
Okay. Yeah, most towns have LEDs.
Okay,
Most do.
Would it be
but
less,
I do agree they're shabby.
They're terrible.
would it be less expensive to purchase those out of season? I mean, in the next couple of months?
Yeah, if you wanted to talk about it in budget retreat time, February, March, yeah, it'd probably be better to
I mean, as opposed to,
now. Yeah, I wouldn't buy them tomorrow.
Yeah.
or
I'll
November.
just
Yeah.
gather information for us so we can consider it when we go work on it.
Did you take some of the ones that are still functional and go down North Center Street?
I didn't hear that.
We used to run lights down North Center Street.
Oh,
Would you take any of the ones that were still functional, of the ones that you replaced? I don't know if the hookups are still, I would assume they're still on the poles going down North Center Street, but we've not had anything going that way in a couple of years. North Center Street.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's just a thought.
Maybe if we can afford some, maybe we can maybe use parts of the other ones to repair stuff. I mean, unless we find money to replace them all
Yeah,
the
just
time.
throw them away, the ones can be fixed, yeah, let them know.
Yeah, fix them and run them down through there.
Keep the best ones.
I thought the parade went very well. I do have an issue with one of the individuals who was lining up floats. This person decided to have the trolley move up 8 to 10 spaces just as me and my 92-year-old mother were getting ready to board it. So both my mom, who uses a walker, and me with a cane 2 weeks after knee surgery were forced to try to catch up with the trolley. This was despite me expressly asking this person to wait until we had boarded. So I didn't really appreciate it.
Was that from the Worth County Chamber?
So,
The trolley, was that from
I'm not sure.
Any
I
other,
think it is.
business? Any other business?
Yeah, I think that it was asked, and I don't remember hearing it, maybe my memory's going. But I think there needs to be reiterated that during the meetings, there has been quite a few times when people have spoken out of turn or,
Doug was when they weren't supposed to.
well, yeah, and I mean, and I know this is a small town, it's a small setting, and not a lot of people come to the meetings, but in reality, they are supposed to act. If they don't speak at the 3 minutes, they are supposed to request, and we can tell them either yes or no. And I think in most cases, we would probably say yes, but it's just getting to where it's more like just kind of a free-for-all in here sometimes.
I will try to, when I, call a meeting order, I'll try to remember to say that. If I don't, somebody.
And some people just don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been some.
Yeah, and then there are
people
also
just
some
don't know.
private conversations, me sitting back here that are, distracting.
Yeah, yeah, and I've had one person that's watching for home that said that sometimes there's somebody's head and they're going like this and going like this and going like that. It's very distracting. So, just try to be calm, be quiet, and respectful, please.
Alright.
And we do have a note up here not to respond to the public. I've done that twice. I'm sorry.
Any other business?
Yeah, I have something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if Councilwoman done. So we had a gentleman stop by, he was interested in renting a room. He actually looked at the meeting room, the old robotics room, and is interested in renting that. So I told him that we would take it to council and see if that's something that you guys are open to, and if so, what amount. Currently Dawn and FSN Hope pay $150 for their rooms, and it was for a church office.
And what's the size of that room as opposed to the other rooms?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, in
But I don't
terms
think
of,
we've ever measured it before.
in terms of space, it's probably bigger than, the two that, again, I'm guessing. Slightly larger than the two offices, but maybe total less square feet than, the K9 group. But both of those are exactly 150. So
That would be fine with
Let's
150.
rent it.
When did they want to start?
He didn't give me a date.
Oh, he didn't give me that.
No,
It was for a church office, you said?
it is.
Who's church is?
What's the other one pay, under what?
Curtis and
What's the
Jesse
other one?
Thurston.
I don't know. I didn't hear.
What
What was
did
the
the-
other one renting?
What did
for?
the other room
They're
pay?
both, this one's 150 and the old town hall offices are 150.
I was thinking, saying, yeah, I'd like to see it rented.
All right, do we need a motion?
Actually, I'm gonna have to do a resolution, so I'll bring that back next month,
Okay,
and we'll officially do it then.
okay. Other business?
I only have one more thing. I'm gonna shut up. I noticed just today, by accident, that the events coordinator job has been posted. I was not aware we were gonna do that yet. I was under the impression we were gonna compare and do a job description. And everybody might not agree, but one of the things that I really didn't want to see on here was anything that was office related, specifically because I don't want this person to be used as a gopher. I can see where that, could be necessary, but I'd like to stress, keep that off of there. And especially, there's one on here that said, must be willing to use personal vehicle for all work-related travel and events. Why should he have to when there's other people that refuse to do the same? I don't think he should be required to if everybody's not going to be required to. there are things on specific job descriptions where it is specifically stated that a person is supposed to go to the post office. And I know for a fact they do not do that because they do not want to use their personal vehicle. You don't need to be asking this person to do that either, unless it's going to be for everybody.
So you're suggesting the town buy a car or vehicle for?
No, I'm just suggesting that he not have to use his own vehicle if everybody else is not going to use their own vehicle.
So
You can't just single somebody out like that.
Have we approved the job description yet?
Huh?
Have we approved the job description?
I don't know. It's posted on the town website and there's the application for it. And I don't think we've even looked. I haven't seen it before. I've seen the ones that you've given us as comparisons, but as far as us actually voting on
I
the,
think we voted to start looking, so
to start looking, but that's different than posting it and posting the application on the town website already. Because I don't agree with everything's on here.
That could be my misunderstanding, but my understanding at the last meeting was that we wanted to move forward with the part-time position with the job description and start looking.
Yeah.
But
I think that was the motion.
I didn't, but if that means something else to you all, I wanted to clarify, we can take it down, the, current job description.
It's always these things are happening too late. And that kind of upsets me because I feel like there's certain people on here that are making decisions for all of us. And then when we question, it's like, well, we've already decided. And
Well,
that
I mean,
upsets me.
I remember back in June or July, I asked for us to sit down and work on a job description. It was voted on.
But we never really approved one.
Whenever you got the right one. because-
Exactly. And it's on the website.
But we don't need to sit around and wait for those 6 months to do something.
Well, then let's do it, but let's don't just put it out there. Let's do it in the open session where everybody can have input.
so the job description was in the last,
It wasn't like me.
There were two. There was the office assistant and there was the event coordinator. There was the two. And it was my understanding that we were going to like go over them and combine what would consist of the events coordinator. But this is posted on the website and the application is posted on there. And I don't think we're ready for that yet until we all agree. And I don't remember doing that. Now, maybe I'm just losing it, but I don't remember doing that. And if you allow me to go back in time, we also, the council at that time voted to get that building across the road for $500,000 of taxpayers' money. And that never got discussed. You weren't here, but that never got discussed. It got voted on because there was one person that was running the whole show on the council. And I'm still upset about that. I will always be upset about that. $500,000. Do you see what's being used over there? What should be being the town hall right now, not a $500,000 building that we had to buy and repurpose for an office that we did not need. If you look back in the minutes, I was the only one that voted against that also, because there was one person that was running the whole show, and I am tired of it. Stop doing stupid things.
I wasn't on council, so I don't know why you're looking at me.
I'm just looking at everybody because we're the council now, and you're still doing stupid things.
We already have facility. We have it now, so we might as well use it. Otherwise, what we want to do, sell it? I mean.
We should have never bought it.
Well, that's what we discussed.
We should have never bought
But
it.
we want-
It was never voted on to buy it. And when the vote was taken, there was not a quorum. It was the mayor at that time and two council people. That is not a quorum. It's $500,000 sitting over there, taxpayers' money. I'm tired of it. You're a taxpayer. You should be tired of it. You weren't on there.
I wasn't on
No,
there.
you weren't. I was the only one that was on there. I was the only one that was on there. And
Okay, so don't fuss at us. We didn't have anything.
well, I'm telling you now, let's not do that anymore.
I'm not gonna buy another one. I'm not gonna buy another one.
You're getting ready to do some. I'm done.
Need a motion to dismiss?
I haven't got to announcements yet.
Hurry up.
Has anybody got an announcement? Hearing no announcements.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
Well,
all in favor? Thank you.
For small boys. And you're not on council anymore, I hate to inform you. What do you gotta do? What happened, you done wasted over $100,000 for an auditorium that has sat empty for 13 years, and if you wanna read all about it, I have it all here.